Hey y'all, what's up? My name is Tom Mizu. You're watching my channel, Mr. 14, and I'm here doing a review of To Have and To Hold Charlotte Season 1, Episode 6. Alright, so let's jump right into it. Alright, so Daryl Christine. You know, last week Christine was freaking out because she said she didn't have a period for a while now. Then all of a sudden she just started spotting and everything. And usually with people who have been not having a period for a while and they take a birth control and they stop and they start spot, usually it's an indicator of pregnancy. That's not always those always actually lead to pregnancy, but it's usually an indicator. So the gynecologist said, let's take a pregnancy test and rule out if you were pregnant or not. So she took the pregnancy test. She was freaking out. She was telling the baby, "Are you still there?" And all that stuff. Let's take the test. She took the test. She was worried, freaking out. And then during at the time the process, she's still explaining why she can't have a baby right now. And I still feel the same way. Christine really don't want to have a kid. It's like she really don't want it. I think she says she want to do it and it's all okay. And eventually what I need to plan. But when you say stuff like that, that means you really don't want it. You can't plan. No matter how much you trying to plan to get pregnant and sort of plans like that, it's just gonna happen. You can't be ready. You just gotta be ready. It doesn't happen anytime soon. If you don't want it, you keep prolonging it, it's gonna be harder for you to get on it. And he said he don't want to get too old, raising young kids, and he can't keep up, so like that. So he want to do it now as much as possible. So when she took the test, she all that stuff, she freaking out and gave him the test. And it took a while. She was like, "What did it say? What did it say? You got the wrong way. Can you show us what it say?" He said, "You're not pregnant." She said, "Really? I'm not pregnant." It's like she was really happy that she's not pregnant. And he kind of felt bummed out that she was so excited about it, because he felt kind of down like, damn, she's not pregnant. This could be a chance. He was so happy. And this how I feel is like when they both in a crossroad about this baby thing, it will cause attention. And it's like right now they still love each other, it's still hot for each other, but I still feel that this issue can really divide them, because Daryl, he on the one hand, he wants to have the kid, he wants to have babies. Christine, on the other hand, is like straddling the fence. She said, "I don't want to have kids. My body is not ready. I don't want to do this. I'm like, all that stuff. I don't want to take responsibility. Yes, I like the cute things. I like to be the cute things, the cute babies, stuff like that. But I'm not ready to take the responsibility. I'm just not ready yet to be there." But will you ever go get ready? Because nobody ever get ready when they have a kid. Even though you planned it, you work on it, not taking birth control, you got pregnant, all that stuff. But when the baby come here, you still not really feel ready. So you just gotta be on the point when you just gotta. If this is on the same board, you want to be on your husband. It seems like y'all both not on the same page and stuff. And so she said she wouldn't do all that. So like I said, if you were planning, you just gotta have done. It's like you can't plan so much on the pregnancy and having a baby, because it's always come out of nowhere. And you just gotta be ready. So, but he did mention that when he first met Christine, she did mention express that she didn't want to have kids. But later on in the relationship, it did go into when we have kids. So you basically leading your husband on is the fact that it could be possible y'all can have kids. And possible, but as he's speaking, Christine, I just don't feel like you really actually deep down don't want to have a kid, which is okay. But don't give him a false hope and changing your mindset because you want to please him. So he said, if I want to work on today and let's plan on getting a baby today, will you be okay with it? She said, yeah. But I still don't feel that like a sincere answer. I feel like she just said that to say yes, to please him, so he will shut up with the situation. I mean, I'm not trying to be harsh, like she want to shut him up. But for him to keep not asking about it, she said, yes, I would do it. He said, okay, well, I'm happy that you say that. But I still don't feel that she said with that explanation, because she really don't want to try it at this point. And I don't know when she will be ready. But as this thing go on, this baby thing, she is just not on board with it at all. And I just see that they on two opposite ends of the spectrum. Like he said next week, that we on two opposite ends with this baby thing. And I don't know. And when she first told you that she didn't want to get pregnant, that she changed her mind a little bit. I don't know, maybe she should stick to your gut that she really don't want it. So we'll see how that goes. But I just, Christine, I don't know, lady, it's tough when you have your mindset and you grown and you really have the mindset that you don't want to have something. It's really tough to change your decision. And I know she been a little controlling and it'll be a little selfish a little bit, because she really not considering Daryl. Yes, she want to consider Daryl, and she knows she that's her husband, that she know want to make him happy. but at the same time, she's just not ready for that responsibility. And it's okay, but at the same time, when you, I don't know, if you really adamant, don't wish-washy, give him false hope. Just say no, this not happening, and then he can move forward for that. All right, so um, Ursula Clinton. So since Ursula dropped the news that she had an opportunity, and we find out she had an opportunity to run a clinic, so she was like out of Charlotte somewhere for a couple of days running a clinic. So it's just a lot of responsibility to do that. And she told Clinton, and he was not on board. He just, she said every time she told him, he'd be escaping reality. He'd be escaping to the virtual reality, playing on this virtual thing, trying to avoid the situation. So she said, "What's going on? What's going on?" And they sat there and talked. And I think he said his biggest fear of thing is that her fear is that he would think that Ursula would be comfortable living apart. That she don't wants to be with him, and not to like leave him, but she'll be comfortable not being in the same space with him and just living apart from him. That's his biggest fear of why he don't really against it. Because when he said when she first brought it up, it felt like it was a clear cut. I'm doing this, that's it. You don't really care, whatever. And it's none what you gotta say, stuff like that. So he felt like it was kind of like a shut in case, like you just turned me down. It's like this wouldn't happen, and they consider my feelings. She said, "I'm apologize if I came across like that," but she just explains that she just want fulfillment. She just want to fulfill, like she did everything that people asked her for. She had kids. She did the things for her kids. She did the lovely wife. She did stay-at-home mom, so like that. She did everything, but now it's a point in her life where she could have the opportunity to have excitement, to have a purpose, to have a plan for something for herself. It's something that she could be proud of to live in, and like she could go over and say, you know what, I did this something for myself. I was never ever for everybody else. I have done something for myself that made me feel like I'm worth it. And I have fulfillment in my life, that I enjoyed my life. Because you don't want to live older and say, I regret, I should have did this, I should have did that. It go become I should have, regretting. You don't want to live your life with regrets. You want to live your life knowing that you did the best you can and live it. So she want that fulfillment. So at the end of the long story short with that, he said, you know what, I'm going to support you. I'm going to stay here. I'm going to do what I have to do. If you want to do something like that, I'm not going to fight you. And I'm going to support you. And I'm going to be there for you wherever you need it. And she said, thank you. And I said, that is a great what a husband do. See, your wife express something. And yes, you have reservations. But at the end of the day, I understand that Ursula will never leave you. She's not going to leave you. She loves you. And I believe you love her. Y'all love each other. And this will make your bond stronger. And he said he don't want to be the reason why it will separate them. It will cause them divorce or separation, because he is holding on to this thing about her not fulfilling her dreams, and then she will go start resenting him for it because he not supporting her, and she has been doing everything to support him, do everything following him where he needs, but when it came to her, he's really against it. So he said he's not gonna be the part of that, so he gonna support her. And I said, great God, that's great. I love that. Good that he's doing that. I was like, so right. So we get Elaine Yandrick. Elaine is going through some medical issues right now. She said her hands is still messing up, and I think she might be having carpal tunnel. I did not say the name right or wrong. If I'm saying the wrong, please correct me. As it's carpal tunnel, it's basically something going on with her joints in the hands and stuff, and it might be swelling and stuff, and she can't do much. So she just worried about that because she said she has been mostly the breadwinner. Yandrick is doing stuff as well, but he's working on to get this big deal and stuff like that, his job and stuff like that, to make it well he could be the most provider. And so Elaine could stay at home, and he don't really want her to work. But I get the feeling that Elaine is a woman who could do it all. She like to be the mother, but also she like to be a working woman. I don't think I see Elaine as a stay-at-home person, even though she may have to step back and do less work. But I see her driven to just to be a supermom, a superwoman, basically. And so she's working hard. Her mom came to get her hair done. Her mom was like, oh, freaking fly. She said, oh, dude. She said, oh, I did my hair myself. So her mom, Elaine, fix her hair up. And she said she missed her mom being there because she said her mom was at the house. The kids had cook meal every day. The house was clean. It was a great help. But when she got her man, her mom said, listen, I gotta live my life. I got my man, I gotta live my life. So it has been stressful, but she really want her mom back. But it was like, it is what it is. You gotta make it work. So Yandrick came, and I like Yandrick. I like how he supported her husband. He came to support. He said, "Listen, you working too much. I'm trying to take you home." He brought the kids there, beautiful children, and it was like, yes, you just gotta do what you gotta do. If you can't work that much, your health is important. You can't put your health first because if your health is fading, you can't do much of work anyway. So support yourself. It's like that. If you need to get somebody to help you or whatever you gotta do that. But you gotta balance of taking care of your health. And that was sad. Took her home. So later on, Yandra did take Elaine to um the doctor, and the doctor did diagnose and said she got a little bit of carpal tunnel, and just need to get her hand massaged mostly every day. Stop those strainers on my hands too much a little bit. So it's not too much she can't work anymore, but she just can't really do heavy things as a long time and do overstraining herself and with her hands. So it's a little bummed out, but she needs to cut down into working too much and put too much strain in her hands because she have a hard time opening bottles and like that. She can't do it. She's weak with her hands. So I said, oh no, but it's strong. So and they said Yandrick is being tough, but I could tell it is affecting him more, and he's feeling it a little bit more, and he trying to put up a front for me. But I like how he's been supportive and stuff like that. But she did joke. She said, "Oh well, the doctor said you gotta massage my hand every day. So will you do that for me?" He said, "No problem, I'll do it." He said, "I would do it, but I won't be doing it every day." Sure, I won't be doing that every day. They started laughing, and that was funny. So, but I was that. All right, so David Tayati. David was talking to his nephew Charles Hands, and talk about things about trust, assets, dividing the assets and stuff like that, and money stuff. What they got to do, because at a point right now he just feels that he's in separation, and it leads to that, and he feels in his gut that it will lead to divorce because he needs to prepare himself. So he want to know what is his responsibility to do, so he can make sure he got control, so everything won't go to Tayali, and he can have some more control about the funds and stuff, and make sure he be prepared and he could be good at the divorce and won't be messed up. So he looking to that possibility of with the end road, but he needs to know what exactly going on because his nesting phase is going too long. It's like an up and down, back and forth, back and forth. Are we gonna stay together? Or we gonna get together? Or what we gonna do? He just wants some freaking. He just wants some clarity of this cloudness they have over their heads. All we're gonna be working together. All you putting in the fight to fight with me. I could willing to fight, but if you're not willing to fight, what's the point of doing this? It seems like you say this one thing, but it means the other way. It's giving me mixed signals. I don't want to know because it seems for a while we haven't been intimate. We haven't been be on the same page. We haven't been in the same space for a while for each other. So what are we doing? Are we working to build together, or are we just working separation? Because it seemed like a separation for me. So he said he needs to sit down and talk. So he did sit down and talk. He explained some of the things I just said. But yeah, that was basically it. So Tayali was like, I don't know what this is, what it is. Like, okay. He said he just want to get away from all of this, and what this is you, because he don't know. It's like he feel that you saying that is not a mostly because we didn't really fully say it separation. Because she said I never even thought about assets and divisions and stuff like that, all that stuff, because we never said we gonna be fully separated or there's gonna be separation. What are we gonna do? We never said it, but he said it doesn't matter if you said it, is your actions proving it. With this nested phase, he said it's a trial separation. But let's call it as it is. We have been doing it for a long time. It's separation. And that's what it is. Like, you call it how you paint it, but a trial separation, no. You are separating. And you actually not proving that you want to work on it. Because she said she's had a fear that, you know what, maybe make a mistake of doing this, because she just want to know she don't want a mistake. Because she said she always thought about marriage. She always thought about family. And she said if she give this up, she feel like she giving up the family. And she breaking up the family and stuff. And she really don't want to do what she would be a life without David. But he said you need to define this, and show that you really don't want to fight. He said, I'm gonna man up and let it take the action because it's getting a toll to me and it's taking a toll that I can't deal with this. So, we gotta work it out and I will fight with you. But if you're not fighting with me, and she does understand that where it's coming from, like she's not really fighting, and she does understand that she's trying to admit it. She admitted it to herself now that she hasn't been really putting the effort into fighting and being with David. So what are we doing? So basically, you showing that you are one step away and separated from David, and you haven't been happy. So he said, "Let's make this as it is. We announcing it right now. We are separated." And she said, "Okay." And now it's gonna be a hard time for her to accept that because it's like, dang, now this is really a reality for us. We gonna get separation because she later before she was talking to her cousin. Her cousin went through the same thing. She is divorced, and she said after a while, yes, it's gonna be like this because we have kids. They're gonna feel like, oh, this is something happening. They're getting used to missing them around. They getting used to being them around, and now they don't see them as much. But as you days go by, outside is out of mind, and you will be good. You will be okay. So, but she don't have no doubt in her mind that David will be a family man and will be there for his kids and stuff. But she just hard to think about that the future without him, and she will not want to think about did I make a mistake of letting him go. Like I said, I still feel for Tayari and David. I don't know. I still in my heart want them to make it work. I see the love. I see them as a beautiful couple, and I just want them to succeed. But I also understand that if you're not happy, and if it does make it beneficial for you to leave as being together, then I will support you. But hopefully that it won't be a bad breakup or bad thing that y'all will go at odds. Y'all start getting hatred towards each other, getting bitter. And I don't see that. I don't see that. Y'all had to sit down and have a mature emotion, dark conversation about this. What's the possibility? If y'all do both decide that it's not worth it to stay together, then I support it. But I do want to fight for y'all to black love. I love to see black love to survive, and it is a turmoil right now. It's a struggle, but I love to see it. So that was that. But then Ursula had astrologer to come and talk to them, and the couples got tired. David decided not to go because they had enough of couple therapy. So they would sit down and the astrologer talked to each about the couples, saying that Elaine and Andrew is like to be center of attention. Talk about Peter has a way to talk about his words and stuff like that, and offend Josh. And sometimes Peter get surprised that Josh speaks his feelings. And Ursula says that y'all good, but y'all keep kind of like secrets from each other that might cause problems, but y'all are good. And Christine and Dad said Dad will like the pretty things and keep them tight and stuff like that. And Christine is like she get have sensitive of criticism, and then sometimes I don't see that, and she have a hard time accepting criticism from others. So she's combative as well. And that was that. And they do said Tyler, he didn't read Tyler Davis' thing, but he said what he noticed that their chart is dark, and they both have a same dark chart around the same thing. So it's like, wow. He said, whatever you do, if you do reach out to them, just make sure you there to support them and you there for them. But throughout this whole thing, Christine was reading. She said, I could have told you this. I could have did that. Oh, why she was asking me all these questions. Now I understand why she was asking me when I was born, what my name is, when my birthday, when time I was born, the day I was born, because it was a call for astrologists and astrology. And she said, oh, I could have did that. I could have astrologer. I could have told you that. Cause then she said, I could have I did the same thing. I said the same thing about Tyler and David. But everybody would jump down my throat. But now the astrologer said it, and everybody was like, oh, okay, yeah. She said bullshit. I said that first. But that was the habit to hold, y'all. I can't wait till next week because it's going to be more juicy with the details of conversation and more drama. But like I said, I really like Ty Habit to Hold. Like I said, it's very adult-like. It's not too much drama. It's a little bit, but at another point where it's not ratchet. It's more adult kind of like drama and more adult conversation and how adult handle situations that are supposed to be. Right? So please like, comment, subscribe to my channel if you new to my channel, I appreciate everyone who has subscribed. And also wait till next week for my next review. And talk to y'all later. Peace.